Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now the rookie from Boise State, Alexander Madison. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Check, 47. Hey, man, watch the boots.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You got tight right there.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Gone. Touchdown, defense. Listen to me. Watch the curl. Mike's 47. Lino.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Let's go now. 8, read. 54, right, 54. And watch the leg. Go out. Slam. He's checking. Leo. Let's go.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Look, squeeze. That's the way.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. 16 yards, a first down. We talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check 15. Check 15. Look at me. Door. Undercut. 5.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now it's Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Royce Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Tight down. There you go. He's coming. We got double up. Shoot. Lucky 50. Hey, no, easy.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get hard. 10, under 10, 10. Ready?
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Switch. 25. Check 25. Hey, check. Yo. Check 25. Check 13. Check 13.
On first down, Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check Steamer. Gun. Check 4. Watch that. Wide. Lynch 50. Check 31.
From the 31, Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. He's got a man complete. 33 yards that time.
Let's go.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit. How about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Black. Check three. Check 52. 6 guys.
They'll run with Madison. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. To throw is Cousins. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Mike 47. Watch the run. Gun. Kill it, motion me out. 4-7's the Mike.
Third and goal for Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And they got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First down, Broncos.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
It's A. Wahoo. Mike 55. Check.
Clock now on first down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
He was covered by Trey Waynes.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's locked. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Locke looks to throw it again. This is caught. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On play action, Locke rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Rocket. Pilot, 64, weak.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down, Denver.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action. Now it's Locke. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Locke gonna throw. This is intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Double dog, that's the way. Kill. Hey, flicker. Switch gears. 49, check 49. Quaker Omaha. Tight dog. Wait the hot.
From the 39, Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Play fake, Cousins. Jackson with a grab over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Cousins. And Thielens got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now, defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
And it's third down.
Set up, 50, plant. Watching you go. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. 5.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Broncos had 15 fourth down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
Hey, orbit. Now.
Block to throw for it on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try to draw Lindsey, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Another run by Lindsey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Locke. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Rhino! Check. Fresno!
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Third and 7.